Yo, what is good, YouTube? Krishan checking back in with another video. Let's start today's video off with Mr. Olympia Hadi Choopan at 8 weeks out from the Mr. Olympia. The last two updates we talked about of Hadi were not recent, but I'm pretty sure that this one actually is. And I was blown away by this update. The conditioning, the density. Hadi's legs also look a little bit thicker from behind. And as I've been saying this entire year, I believe Hadi Choopan is going to win another Olympia title. Now, my main critique about this video, Hadi's midsection was protruding a little bit in certain parts of this video, but it's 8 weeks out and hopefully that doesn't happen on stage. Hadi has one of the most shredded midsections in the sport of bodybuilding. And I'm not saying that Hadi has a bubble gut, I'm just saying it looks like he's breathing pretty heavily in this video. Now, a few other channels as well as people on Instagram have been complaining about Hadi's shoulders and also his right lat. I haven't heard anyone accuse him of synthol this time around. Most people are just saying that Hadi should rotate his injection sites. But I was so blown away by this update, I didn't notice the pointy shoulders and the pointy right lat until other people pointed that out. But let me know in the comment section below, what do you guys think about this update of Hadi Choopan? Now let's switch over to the 15th Mr. Olympia, Brandon Curry. This is actually supposed to be a recent update of Brandon. Going into last year's Olympia, when I saw updates of Brandon Curry, I was thinking he can possibly win the show. He's going to be second place at worst. Looking at this update, I didn't get the feeling that Brandon is going to win. You know, he's going to be in the top 2, top 3. I mean, it's possible. Last year, he was 4th place. And I don't think he was too far off. He just needed better conditioning. And Brandon's upper body can definitely stand with the top 3 or beat all of them. But Brandon is lacking in the legs and he's also lacking in the conditioning. Last year, Derek Lunsford did not have the biggest legs. Nick Walker also did not have the biggest legs. But when they turned around for their back double bicep, they were peeled from top to bottom. And Brandon Curry just doesn't have that level of conditioning. And if he does get to that level, he's gonna lose some size in the legs. But you guys let me know in the comment section below, will Brandon's shape be enough to carry him over Hadi, Derek, Nick, or even Samson? You guys let me know. Now let's switch over to the mutant Nick Walker, who recently posted up an update. And Nick really slowed up on posting updates this prep. He usually posts about 3 or 4 a week, hitting every single bodybuilding pose. But Nick Walker's plan going into this year's Olympia is to come in full blown. It's possible that he's 10 to 15 pounds heavier than last year, but Nick is a guy that doesn't really miss when it comes to conditioning, so we don't really have to worry about him coming in off. And as of right now, I still have Nick Walker in my top 4, still haven't made up my mind where yet. Now let's switch over to the competitors list for this weekend's Europa Pro, and this is honestly the same show as last week, minus Blessing Awodable. We have Regan Grimes, Nathan D'Asha coming for his 2nd pro win this season, his 11th win. Roman Fritz is still doing shows and he's qualified for the Olympia. This guy just loves to compete. We have Tim Budashim once again. We also have Shu Ming or Liang Yan. And we also have Pablo Lopez. This guy could definitely end up in the top 5. And I cannot forget about Theo LaGuerrier. But the European shows are stacked. Definitely a lot more competitors than we have been seeing at the US shows. And let's switch over to Justin Rodriguez, who recently posted up an update. And Justin just announced that he will be doing the 2023 Legion Sports Fest. And I don't know how to feel about this. I'm a big fan of Justin, as you guys know, but I don't think he took enough time off. I'm hoping that he brings a great package, but my gut is telling me that he still needs to take a little bit more time off. Now let's switch over to Classic Physique. We have a recent update from Chris Bumstead. This was actually posted up a couple of days ago. And I figured, why not? We barely talk about Chris. Going into this year's Olympia, I believe Chris Bumstead is going to win another title. I believe Chris is going to win the Mr. Olympia until he decides to retire. But speaking of retirement, Chris put up an essay on his Instagram the other day. I'm just going to give you guys the highlights. He basically said this is one of the hardest preps he's ever done. And all the way at the end, he said he's not sure if he's going to retire sometime soon or sometime later. Pretty cryptic of Chris Bumstead as usual. But I don't really have much to say, guys. Chris Bumstead is the standard, and I don't think that's going to change for Classic Physique. And in the next update of the day, we have a recent update of Terrence Ruffin ahead of the Dubai Pro. And Terrence is looking untouchable. I have to apologize to the competitors in that list and also at the Legion Sports Fest. I'm already thinking about Terrence at the Mr. Olympia. Is this guy going to get his second place spot back? Is he going to beat Urs Kalasinski? You guys let me know in the comment section below. I'm curious to know how much does Terrence weigh in this update, because as you guys know, the classic physique just boosted the weight for every single height, and Terrence, being a shorter guy, just got the biggest boost. I wonder if he's using any of that extra weight yet. But let's go ahead and wrap up today's video here with the archive of the day, and you guys let me know in the comment section below, who is this legendary bodybuilder? But as always, I hope you guys did indeed enjoy this video, and if you haven't done so already, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. 9K by the Mr. Olympia. I'm Krishan from GOAT Fitness, and that's it. I'm out.